Call Pernilla Bradley at 425-214-2022. That's 425-214-2022, and let her help you make a real estate match.
For the people, by the people. Alternative Talk, 1150 AM.
Tell me a thing loud enough, don't break my heart.
Welcome back to Brassionomics. We are here today talking about things that you probably shouldn't forget. And Pernilla Bradley joins us. She's a broker from Windermere Real Estate. She calls herself the ultimate real estate matchmaker, which sounds like it could be a TV show one day, Pernilla. Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Ben.
So, Pernilla, real estate matchmaker, what does that mean exactly?
I like to think that I match people to houses and houses to people. It's all about first impressions and emotional pull and timing. Usually you buy a house with your heart, so I listen carefully to their wants, needs, timeline, and desired outcome, so we make good use of their time.
It sounds to me a little bit like, that first impression is kind of what you like to go for. You
Right.
buy it, it's that buying it emotionally and then, rationalizing it out later.
Exactly.
When you're working with your buyers to match people to this home, recently we've really been in this buyer's market, right? And we were going to talk about, the different types of markets. What is that buyer's market and what does that do for people right now?
So as we all know, the past couple of years has been a buyer's market with too many overpriced listings, but now this year in King County, we've turned the corner and it's a balanced market. A balanced market is a healthy market. It's where supply and demand are pretty even.
And so what's an example of that? Obviously we're looking at supply and demand is in everything. It's in everything from, you could look at the stock market, you could look at pretty much any part of the economy is supply and demand. What does that really mean as far as real estate goes?
Well, for example, I work mostly in the neighborhoods around Microsoft, and currently there's 392 homes for sale in East Bellevue and West Redmond, which is actually 20% fewer listings than a year ago. In the past 6 months, there's been 435 homes that sold and closed. So these numbers are very encouraging as it shows the inventory is being absorbed within 4 to 6 months. So buyer confidence is returning.
Do you see the buyer's confidence returning because people are able to find the house that they want? Is that matchmaking happening? Or is it because people are just making an investment decision? Where do you see the buyer's confidence coming from?
I'm seeing it's because there's so many well-priced homes on the market right now. The prices have rolled back about 20 to 30%, so they're more affordable for the buyers.
And so people are really finding a house that they kind of want at a price they can afford, and it seems to be that does that supply and demand curve also kind of, is that a big, that price point's kind of hitting, right?
Right. They have to be able to justify in their mind that they're getting a good value to get them to make an offer. So when they see it's well-priced and it's going to sell quickly, then they are motivated to make an offer.
Because even if you match them to their perfect house, you don't want to pay $1 million for a $500,000 home. I hope. Maybe some people do. I don't know anybody who does.
Well, that's where the realistic sellers come in. They know what's going on, so they do price their homes well.
Do you see, obviously with the supply and demand curve and the balanced market, being able to absorb the homes, and a buyer's market obviously being able to lowball, do you see a seller's market coming back anytime soon, or do you think the sellers have a long way to go?
Well, a seller's market is when there's 3 months or less worth of inventory on the market, and right now we have about 4 to 6 months worth of inventory on the market. So that means the houses are getting absorbed in a timely manner, and a buyer's market is when there's more than 6 months worth of inventory on the market. So the market times are much shorter now, and there's fewer homes on the market, so it's a balanced market.
Well, that's good to hear. So it sounds to me that, hey, with where real estate's at right now, people might start buying homes again. We all hope so. It would be the final anchor on the economy, they say.
Well, I like to tell my buyers 11 important words. I say don't wait to buy real estate and wait.
That's pretty good. I was counting on my fingers and I ran out. I guess that's because you said it was 11. Well, Pernilla, thanks so much for joining us, telling everybody a little bit about the buyer's market, seller's market, supply and demand, and, of course, matchmaking with homes. When